So just tell me really quickly about Sharapova. Why did you decide to start a candy company?
Business has always been a passion of mine. I've always enjoyed learning about it. I've had incredible collaborations over my career where I've worked with such great companies and brands that have taught me a lot. But in the end, I was a very small part of that, and I felt like I wanted to be the big girl, and I wanted to be the one making the decisions and having the pressure. Although it's tough in the end to make those decisions, I really felt like I was ready for them. And candy came about because it's been a passion of mine ever since I was a young girl. I've always had a sweet tooth, and then the name Sharapova, I heard it in a meeting about 3 years ago, and then we just put the two together and formed this company.
So who is your intended customer? Is this aimed at kids or is it aimed at tennis fans?
I think my intended customer is everyone that enjoys candy and sweets and likes to have fun with it. I in my career use it as a treat and kind of like giving back to myself after a hard day, or I feel like I need a little treat when I come back home from practice. Obviously, living a healthy lifestyle is a huge part of my career and my life, but at the end I know I always want that little treat and to feel like I accomplished something and I gave myself something in return. But it certainly helped me, and I've seen I see how people react to that little something that they look forward to when they come home, or something that they think is fun or energetic, and this is what this company is all about. When I started a business, I didn't want to be a suit and tie type of owner. I wanted to really enjoy this and have fun with it, and I think that's all the fans that have enjoyed the candy have that type of personality.
What's some advice you would give to your younger self?
Sometimes when you're, especially at a younger age, you're making decisions and you rush into making those decisions. There are times when I look back where I feel like I could have taken my time, especially when you feel like you have the advantage and you don't know what's around the corner. Of course, you want to take your opportunities when you have them, but it's always nice to have options on the table before you make that final decision, and really take your time. Don't rush into anything that you might later regret.
Oh, interesting. What's the toughest decision that you've had to make?
Well, there's so many different sides to my career. In terms of my tennis, there's obviously the team that you surround yourself with, from the coach to the physio, and it becomes your family in a way, and that's such an important aspect of my sport that's always challenging in a way, because everyone has to work together so well and get along and travel and eat and work together. So it's a bit of a playhouse in a way that you're trying to create around yourself to make you perform better.
Is it possible to have too much success at too young of an age?
I think success can be divided in many different terms. I think people see it in a very different way. I think I gained success from an early age because I accomplished something on the court, but then everything else that I gained from that, I don't think I could have prepared myself for, because when you look towards winning Wimbledon or dream of it, you never know what comes with that type of victory. But you learn from everything, and even if you make mistakes along the way, I think you have to learn from those mistakes, at least to take the positive out of it.
Is there an invention, like a made-up invention, that you wish was real?
I don't know. I mean, I'm very much into technology, and I think where are we going to be in 20 years, and how are cars going to fly, or transportations are going to be easier. There's so many things right now that I wish would improve, but I'd love to have Wi-Fi on the planes that are like a little bit more accessible.
That's such a humble wish. What are you most proud of?
There are a lot of things I'm proud of in my career and in my life, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to talk good things about myself, but I've managed to keep myself grounded for most of the time, and I know I've accomplished a lot on the court, but a tennis career is such a small part of life and in a big picture, I guess. And I still surround myself with the same people that I've had since I was a young girl, and my family, and I take care of them, and I think that's important when you're kind of travel around the world and have a big job.
What would it take for you to walk away from it all?
I don't think I'd ever want to walk away from it all. In terms of my tennis career, I think it's when your body doesn't allow you to play at a high level anymore, especially when you've done it for so many years. I still believe I have many more years ahead of me, and I don't see stopping anywhere near in the future. And everything else I have the passion for, and I do because I really enjoy the creative process of things, and whether it's business, whether it's design, I like to see something come to life in a way, from for maybe just an idea or nothing, or a simple sketch, or just a meeting or an occurrence or a travel that you had, and make it into reality.